December 25th, Christmas Day. The Tao becomes flesh and dwells among us. In the beginning was the Tao, and the Tao was with God, and the Tao was God. All things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He himself was not the light, but he came to testify to the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came into being through him. Yet the world did not know him. He came to what was his own, and his own people did not accept him. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of human stock, or human desire, or of human will, but of God. And the Tao became flesh and lived among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. From his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. John Beverly Butcher adds, "In the beginning was the Tao." This is the very best translation possible. Conventional English translations read, "In the beginning was the Word." The Scholar's version is better and translates, "In the beginning was the divine Word and wisdom," which is more balanced, but requires too many words. All are lacking the fullness of Tao. When the English language fails us, the Chinese word Tao comes to our rescue, providing the single word we need. Yes, indeed, my friends, yes, indeed. The Chinese word used in the first chapter of John is Tao. In the English translations, they use word, and in the original Greek, they use logos. Whatever word is used makes little difference, because as I stated in the very introduction to the Tao of Jesus, words are mere fingers pointing at something else. The word points to something, a reality, an experience. And the word itself is less important than how well it points to the thing it attempts to represent. Tao, logos, word, and as we read the first chapter of John here, we can see that these things are also associated with the light. And notice the uppercase L that is being used here. This is not a common light. This is the light of lights. This is the source of all light. You could also probably connect this idea or this concept to love. Not the common sort of love that we tend to experience on a daily basis. Love with an object like I love you, or I love my job, or I love my car. We're talking about agape. Universal, unconditional love with no object. Love as a state of being. That love is the light that is being described in the reading that we just went through. Light, love, logos, Tao, really doesn't matter. These are all just interesting semantical differences, but when you get past the word to the reality to which it is pointing, when you experience that which is meant by the word Tao, light, love, or logos, then you awaken in yourself that which awoke in the man Yeshua. And you become open, and your heart can shed light and love freely. Not through a narrow little crack or opening in the fortress that you have erected around your heart. No, no, no. This type of light and love destroys the fortress and throws the gates wide open, allowing love and light to pour out freely and indiscriminately. This is the purpose of Yeshua's ministry, what he was trying to teach people, what he was trying to awaken in people. The light that enlightens. Interesting choice of words, isn't it? We often talk about enlightenment in spiritual circles. How do we get enlightened? Save by being exposed to the light of lights. Now, the man Yeshua was just one carrier of that light, one expression of that light. There are many others out there. Among them, Lao Tzu, who supposedly wrote the Tao Te Ching. And so it's very interesting to see how these two messages dovetail together and align. I'm really grateful for this book, really grateful that I stumbled onto it by chance, and I'm even more grateful that you folks are accompanying me on this exploration of the book. I'm just grateful overall for the life that I have, and for the friends and the community that I have, and I think that's probably all that needs to be said about that. So Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus, Io Saturnalia, whatever you call this time of year, whatever you call this holiday, I hope you have a merry one, a happy one, full of joy, full of gratitude, full of deep, meaningful connection with friends, family, and loved ones. And I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for the next reading. All right, my friends, stay centered.